Well, from rug pulls to rate cuts, everything is falling apart right now, and you got to ask yourself, why is this happening? Or, in other words, everything's going to crap in a handbasket. And then you got to ask yourself, why would somebody crap in a handbasket? Well, then I guess you'd have to ask yourself, what's a handbasket? Well, I got all kinds of bad news for you, so stand by. Here we go. All right, I got this story is out of Zero Hedge, and it's really cool actually because it has all kinds of things that are going really bad, from artificial intelligence to cryptocurrency. Remember, I said that I expect crypto to drop, and then no joke, about 8 hours later, we had a really nice drop into the 70s. I think it's gonna get worse in the next couple of weeks. Or, I mean, days. Jeez, oh. But good news, everyone that's buying the good picks, watch what happens in a month. All right, we're all gonna be crushing it. All right, here we go. First off, this story here, they say they cover a lot of things. So let's talk about tariffs. Oh, real quick. The Ninja AI 101 course, if you guys would like to learn a lot about AI, how to actually use it and do all kinds of things with it, links down below. Sale's done in, I don't know, all the videos at the editor. I think it's done in like 3 days because the editor is working on all of them right now. Links down there. Tariffs. A lot of confusing messaging this week, with some which has to be corrected. The negative news is that tariffs seem to likely be imposed, and even if they get relieved later on, some damage to the economy will be done. Mexico will deliver some cartel leaders to the US. Man, how cool is it all of a sudden, Mexico's president's like, stop calling them terrorists. If you keep doing that, we'll sue you. Well, they are terrorists. I don't know if type 1 if you agree. Mexican cartels, they are terrorists. They live they succeed because they cause fear in people, because they say, if you don't do what we say, we're going to steal everything and kill you. That's literally the definition of a terrorist. So the Mexican president goes from, if you keep doing that, we're going to sue you, to, okay, we'll just deliver them to you. I like that. It's pretty cool winning. All right, here we go. It says here, so maybe, right, we get a little bit of a reprieve from this, which would be good for markets. But as a whole, the author's view is that no matter how tariffs play out, they're impacting the global economy negatively. Well, just so you know, let me break this down a little bit for you. Every single time there is a change or a shift, at first, it's viewed negative because most human beings do not understand what's happening in front of them, and they do not understand, they don't know what to do with the information and how they can be blessed or make money from it or better their lives from it. This is why we just released that AI course, because a friend of mine, a brilliant computer coder, he started studying AI at Columbia University back in 2015 and said, hey, this is a big deal. And he's been using it ever since, well, not ever since, but really in the last couple of years to build his business. And that's why we created that course. So if you want it, again, sales link down below. When the sale's over, please don't email me and say you missed it. You wish you would have bought it, okay? Now, let's move on to AI, and then we're going to talk about crypto. We're going to talk about market sentiment, including the stock market. So AI. The risks and rewards in the AI space are now shifting. Speaking with Academy General's Grown, he pointed out two trends which are very good for companies and the economy, but I think this will shift how investors invest. So first off, the shift to interference models from LLMs. We cover that in the course. LLMs were all the rage, but despite some excitement about how they can summarize things and improve search, it is unclear how much they have in the real world, right? Next, custom designated tactical implementations. We don't need to base decisions on everything in the World Wide Web. We need to run this factory, for example, more efficiently. What can AI do that either humans cannot do or cannot do quickly enough, or we do not have enough humans to do? The truth is, I'm at a conference right now where AI is the big hot topic. And they are saying that there will be more AI bots doing work on the internet than humans are on this earth by the year 2030. The question is, are you going to be part of this now, or are you going to let it take your job? It says AI is growing and evolving rapidly in how it's used. That could continue to reshape how investors invest and who gains and who loses from that shift. I'm already working on having an AI agent finding us quiet crypto projects that are building massively on GitHub and are out working behind the scenes trying to stay hidden so that we can invest in them before they hit major exchanges. But that's just one example of how we make lots and lots of money. Now let's move on to crypto, because crypto is crashing right now, right? And I expect it to actually get worse over the next couple of days, especially as the stock market closes today. We move into the weekend. And I will be reporting in 2 weeks on how big funds bought crypto from weak hands. Maybe yours, I hope not, but we'll see. It says here, the wealth effect from crypto is real and often ignored by traditional economists. Bitcoin is down a lot, but the altcoin world has been hit even harder. I think we will be continually pressured on Bitcoin until a couple things resolve. They're talking about these crypto funds, right, on the stock market that have been hammered. I do not think people understand that crypto, nobody yesterday, and I'm in a room with probably 200 professionals, right? A gentleman comes up, one of the directors of ICP, right? Comes up and we were chatting, and then another gentleman comes up, and one of those guys said, you tell me who in this room, this is from ICP's, one of their directors, is selling crypto. And it's funny because everybody was joking around. They're like, I'm not looking at my phone, man. Like, I'm looking. Oh my gosh, it's ugly. Everyone's joking around because these are all professionals. They know exactly where the value of these things are going and how fast they're going to get there in the next 6 months. While retail investors are freaking out because they're emotional and they waited too long to get in. This is why you need to jump ahead of AI. This is why you got to get ahead of the altcoin season, right? There's tons of rug pulls happening right now between meme coins, like Trump's coin and all that kind of stuff. And you have to realize a lot of these don't have any value, zero value. Why would you invest in them? I invest in blockchain projects that are run by companies, especially ones based in the US, that have utility and a function to make money for me, the investor, i.e. staking, running nodes, things like that. Now, let's talk about market sentiment, right? According to indicators like CNN's Fear and Greed Index and the AAII Investor Sentiment Survey, we have moved from high levels of fear, or to high levels of fear. So look at this right here. There's a chart. This is bad. This is fear. People being shook out. And again, I want to remind you, I'm still fully expecting a big stock market correction in the future. When that happens, it's going to take crypto down as well. Now, a lot of you are saying probably in your mind, well, then why would you be buying crypto or talking about crypto? Well, because I'm buying crypto with not only use cases, but how I can make yield right now and even a great yield when crypto crashes. Not saying that I'm going to keep all my money in the crypto market, because I'm going to be layering out at the end of this bull market, probably around between summer and fall. Now you look at the rates in the economy, it says rates in the economy are both telling us the same thing. Ignore the rising concerns about inflation, because there are a lot more negatives to discuss about the economy than the positives, but we can delve into that more in another story. This is what I'll tell you about inflation. I have been saying that inflation is going to continue to get worse. A lot of people do not believe me, yet you look at the price of eggs, and that was created by the government. I actually do not believe that the bird flu is what the government has said it is. They are trying to control our protein sources by destroying the eggs and chicken population, along with beef, causing both or all three of those, chicken, eggs, and beef, to rise in price. And then give you some disgusting alternative, like something made out of soy that jiggles when you smack it, to eat, that is not as healthy for you. Guys, do you agree with this? Yes or no? I believe that's going to turn around, but it's still not going to stop the inflation wave that's hitting us now, and it's going to get worse later this year. You see, there are a lot of people that are angry that Trump got elected, and they run these big companies, and they're going to keep running their agendas. It's a war. It's a financial war. It's a war for your mind. We're seeing all of that stuff with the FBI happening right now, and we're not out of the woods. But yet there's a certain population of America that has fallen asleep after the election. This is very, very serious. I think it's important for you to get ahead of this AI thing now. It's one thing to learn ChatGPT. It's another thing to learn how to code, what an AI agent is, having them, a handful of them start working for you or for your business to save time so that you can free up your mind to start making some serious money and putting it away. It's very, very important. Think about if you had $1 million in cash and you had all your debts paid off and you were able to, at the safest, let's say, buy $1 million in short-term treasuries, let's say yielding 2.5%, 3%, per month. That'd be a nice little nest egg. But how hard is it to make the $1 million? You see, a lot of people don't realize that to be a millionaire these days isn't enough to retire on, and you need to be thinking about that now. All right, now I'm going to head out and go to these AI meetings and talking to VC firms and what they're doing with their money. It's really exciting. I hope that you take advantage of this. Please do not email Dylan after the sale is done and say, can you have the sale price? Okay, we're running this for a couple of days and then we're going to get even bigger. All of the videos are at the editor right now, and I hope you have a great day. With that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.